And I think about just committing into the B site. Already diving in is going to be May with that frenzy, but look at the movement from Stax. Although it is a new DRX, Stax is still here and still has that movement, still has that ability to trickle backwards. 2 kills, and then Flashback comes in, although Cess is able to find a bit of a double.
Yeah, also interesting to me that Cess is playing that Omen, still going for the double controller. I mean, he's bounced around several different agents in, you know, the small pool of matches he has played, but generally seeming to lean more towards that initiator. We'll see what they have planned, but for now, Medusa, you got to win so many duels in a row.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Still back to that default, juggling for info. Buzz trying to play around it. However, Blinded did not see May on the other side. May.
But you got to remember this box is here, the potential.
Did you see?
There's more members. I think that angle is just tough to spot. Don't think it would have even shown up on the minimap either. So they're going to make it in safely. Still some damage potentially done.
Oh,
shows the elbow right through the box.
What a shot from Stax. Now Prowler in just to see if anyone's nearby, so he's going to be able to re-peek the angle. Foxy9 coming up around the door, up around tree now with another shot, despite just using nothing but a Bulldog. Turns things into a one-on-one for Stax. Haunt out, and he knows exactly where Cess is at this point. Goes in. It's pretty much a heads-up duel at this point, too. As he speaks out, though, the Vandal with full auto. And watching up some of these other players as well. How do they support and set up May, who is now committing this showstopper? Spots out the head, able to get the splash damage kill on towards Foxy9. So that might just open up the site, but right around the corners, you've got Stax, you've got Flashback.
Oh, that boom bot. I thought it wasn't going to spot him, and that would have been dangerous. But Buzz gets 1 kill to open things up, even things out 4-4.
Wow, what a way to shoot through the smokes. Cess on the other hand, though, playing off the off angle. Buzz now with the showstopper, gets himself alive to go up onto the platform. Stays alive, and that's the most important thing. Pink Shell's committed as well. Gives a little bit more space for Stax and Mako to come back in.
Because if they are not able to put pressure on either side of the map, this is such an easy defense for DRX, and it's a 3-site map.
Oh, yeah. Good flash again, though, but here comes Buzz. Oh, the spray down. 3 hits, 3 bodies down. May answers back with a double of his own, but is that going to be enough, though? He's down to 22. 1 bullet is all it takes. Foxy claims his head, and that's going to be down to Neth.
Oh, and they know that he hasn't come through. They're all around him.
Just got you completely surrounded. That's what Anthem's calling for, but wow, committing on that Nightfall, and it's so much information for Stax. Showstopper doesn't quite connect, although there's a good bit of damage. Cess goes down, Anthem trades it back up. You got 15 seconds left to secure the spike plant. Can they make it happen? Finally picking it up now. And we're gonna go for it in the corner. Anthem watching the back.
Buzz has Showstopper. Oh. Flashback just trying to get information, but he knows that there are members in the site.
Good shot up on that corner, too.
Oh, Medusa!
Oh, no! Shot out midair. That showstopper's gone. Stax is the only one here, and he has to push up front. Goes in for the burst onto lockdown, and that is when Anthem strikes.
Yeah, but DRX already has control of C Mound. They're already in the spawn. They know it's an hit.
Good timing on that peak, too, from Stax. However, great trades coming out from Anthem, but what is this, Buzz? Almost with the spray transfer. Neth trying to trade things back for his team. Mako wrapping up around from behind along with Flashback. They've got that Killjoy lockdown. So DFM has to be very careful. They are thinking about rotating off to the other side. But now, caught in no man's land.
Here's the thing. Neth, if he does put that pit up, he knows the lockdown is going to happen. So he just wishes he could get 1 kill. It doesn't matter if it's a Killjoy Omen, but at least if you make it a 1v1, you can play for a timing around those ultimates. But DRX, not one to overextend at a time like this. Mako going for it. He saw the barrel, and Mako will not miss the shot.
1 pixel.
Especially because of the focus on B side from DFM.
A is not challenged anymore. Dark cover says a lot, though. Bit of a flash past it, pop through. Mako able to hold the off angle for a trade. Foxy9 coming right back in, but traded right back out against his counterpart. Here comes Mako, though. Great shots to start things off, but then May. What a quick movement up on top of the platform. He guns down Stax. This is now a 1-on-2. Buzz has got a bit of utility. Can he make it happen, though?
The way May's looking, if May is able to get the kill and DFM gets the round win, they could go all the way up to 5 as well with the showstopper.
One enemy remaining.
Not quite.
Well, he'll get the showstopper. Now it's up to Anthem.
Just trying to watch the angles. Bit of a
Play for
silent
time.
movement out around. Time is still ticking. Pink Shell's committed, but Anthem stays tucked away. Boombot confirms position, but Buzz has to push in. Oh, and with the map changes, it's just all too much. He has to commit, and it's an easy strafe shot for Anthem.
But right as we had talked about Medusa now, Medusa's in position to go for the flank if they're able to get into the site, but a judge?
Oh no.
That's not what they want to deal with.
It's out of ammo. A shorty will seal the deal, and now it's up to Stacks. Teammates rotated over as well. Flashback, quick response. But do you have the angle? That's the thing. Neth tries to hop up quick, tries to go for the Viper's pit, but the Haunt just buys his time away. Not to mention the lockdown too, and look at how they relay backwards. Foxy9 ready to pick them off. Still though, B-side has been gained.
Yeah, and Medusa already shook up the backside as well. Now the pit up, looking like a tough retake. They know they want to get some of those early kills through the pit, but DFM's just not giving the angles away.
It's not bad ult usage, but still DRX 1 point away for each of Stacks or Foxy9's ultimate. As soon as they maybe spray through and get the single one, but look at the angle. Success with the shorty. Second shot fired through does tag Mako up to really low. Allows for Neth to spray through, and a Stacks.
And if it is going to be left empty, they have to watch out for the back, which is Flashback not moving at all near A main.
Okay, so that's what Flashback is doing. Meanwhile, the rest of them have cleared out the entire site. DFM trying to get a read for DRX's executes, and that's why they fall back so far, but a little bit too far. Spike is down. Medusa trying to get the shot onto Buzz. Paint Shells flushes him out of position, then that's going to be the frag. A bit of a reload as Mako finds a trade on towards May. And then the shots go through even further. Here comes, Stacks though, but only for the time being. The rest of them now needing to watch that spike. Out in the open, DFM tries to play around the screens, but how long can they dance back and forth? Not before DRX comes in.
From Flashback.
All right. Flash definitely gives it off. Flashback spots the barrel, able to get the first shot, goes in for a second, but double dipping, he gets punished. DFM now with the retake, setting up through. It's gonna be Cess who takes down Mako. Buzz now trying to hold from right underneath. Good support from Foxy, and they managed to fend them off. It's just enough utility, buying enough time, while DFM continues to try to push up. They're slowly starting to burn through the timer though. Anthem just sticking up to it. Is it enough? It looks like it. As soon as the door is broken through, it's a bit of that B pinch. Buzz trying to break in. Oh! But the shot and step just lines up perfectly with Buzz's crosshair. Here comes the paint shells to block them off. The spike plant is secured.
That's unfortunate. I mean, says he was just a sacrifice here to a well-timed attack from DRX.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, gets hit by the paranoia, and at that point, you're just hoping that the shadow step lands and saves you, but Buzz waits for it and shoots right through.
And as soon as the retake comes up, I mean, you can bank on those flashes, but if they don't quite land, if DRX are playing anti-flash, just running out of time at that point, can't quite secure the kills, can't quite get a bit more space into its sights, so it holds off DRX for a second, long enough for May to get into position up and on an off angle. But as soon as this curtain drops, though, Foxy9, he's got an idea of his own.
Yeah, but this one way helps. He knows it can't be an easy cross angle, so he's lined up for just the one kill. Good setup and good support from Neth. He even gets the Vandal and gets out for free. DRX just says, okay, if that's the setup, we want to rush and get the plant onto the other side of the map.
They're rushing over just as quick as Foxy9 drops. But guess what? Up around the doors, DFM presses that button. That flash comes out. They might be able to break them apart. Buzz, though, guns them down for a little bit. But it's a classic that ends his life. Suddenly, it's going to be Flashback cutting a 1-on-2.
Never a better time than to prove the hype was correct. Termi says with time he thinks Flashback can become the greatest player in Korea. Knows at least one coming from Waterfall.
Paranoia calls it true.
One enemy
Gets the first shot. A bit of a swing from Neth. Ooh! back and forth, and it just throws Flashback off for a little bit. All right, May still on that operator. Prowler gives out the info. Oh, what a tap from Buzz.
I think Buzz might have spotted on that jump off of the box earlier too, so he was ready for it.
And off of it, the showstopper now onto the top of the platform. We can push in deeper. Seekers gives us the info that DFM is trying to flank up a little bit. So DRX should be set for this retake.
That's done.
Simple frag for Flashback. Now long range duels, and he is online. Looks out for the third. It's going to be Mako that seals that deal. And then Cess.
A Mako operator kill. A rare find, but a clean one.
Yeah, well, I'll put that nice one into my little collection of kills.
It's a good one. Not that we got to see it, but we did see the kill feed. Well, I mean, you gotta save. It's not map point just yet, so carry over whatever you can. It's gonna be a little wonky, but with half armors, they should be able to make something work.
Not the easiest task, and try to step away. This is now a retakes game. Stinger 4 rifle is up against a fully equipped DRX. They try to push through, they try to go along Anthem Flash, but Buzz is still just that good. Positioning an elevated angle from Mako as well, though. May makes it a trade, but then here comes Flashback. DRX's teamwork is still just that good. Well, I gotta pick up a rifle.
Yeah, I mean, not much you can do. You have to. Yeah, I guess you save it at that point. Already so much time passed as well. And Stack says, come back.
Oh!
And that's a sure. Nice little conversation between two veterans.
And Flashback says, full stop, period.
You should run.
Got exciting for a second.
Yeah, but no support. And then DRX, sure, this lockdown can feel a bit early, but there's just no way for them to break it. Just trying to pop around away from that Trailblazer as well.
I want to bite that lockdown. Nothing doing for now.
Imagine if the Trailblazer could break the lockdown.
No. Will.
I think this is the beginning of the end here for map 1.
Certainly feels like it. Look at
Not
the
much
positioning
time
from DRX. The timing, it's not great. Paranoia sets up, but they have to push in now. And as soon as they make it past the toxic screen, it's an easy shot. Foxy9, 1, 2, 3! Last one on the other side, and Mako seals it away. 13-8, DRX.
Wise, it's going to be pretty telling how you entry onto a site.
Whoa.
There's that pick I was talking about.
Dude, Buzz is not going to be happy about that one. Foxy answers right back, though. DFM just losing out their legs for a second, but still very much alive. Oh, as Foxy9 pushes past this Poison Cloud, it's so risky.
Well, this is kind of good bait for Cess, though. Because they've all gone through halls. Yeah, it's kind of hard to predict that he'd be right under from the shoot.
Oh, what? Wait, what? I guess it's right off the edge. The second one will definitely secure it, though. May still very much alive, goes in for the next shot. 22 HP, just gate crashes into safety. The plant goes through, but Flashback senses it and uses the timing to push up front. A second shot, and here is that rookie.
Good shots, too. Very crucial. Both of them were quite low.
May now has the dimensional drift, goes into it, gets all the info on the site, and is looking to get a pinch onto, you know, maybe Flashback or Buzz. Oh, Flash doesn't quite go out, though. Buzz able to take him down. Neth makes it a bit of a trade. Medusa now back in from top of elbow. Archers is going to be where Mako is positioned, but we'll save that for a future day. But for now, DFM continuing to try to push through. It is them up against a slightly wounded DRX, though. Foxy9 with the op still very much alive and just trying to get an angle, but look at all of these walls.
Yeah, they still haven't found any picks that they would want yet either.
Time to jump.
And with that, Spike goes down. Neth gets it done. Stacks, no angle seen either. As soon as, you know, the high tide goes down, Toxic Screen comes up. And then after that, I don't know, you still got a little bit more utility. One more Cascade is available. Oh, look at the gate crash back into safety. Reckoning deployed as well. DRX starting to feel the pressure. Foxy9 has to push up front, goes in for the tap, wants to bait out peaks. Here comes a bit of a flash, but DRX are landing their shots. Buzz goes in for yet another. Flashback gets one of his own. Foxy9 gets another shot too. And despite all of those utilities and ultimates spent, DRX is just ready. Buzz sends out the fake out as well, just for a bit more info. There it is. Foxy9 has arrived up around bridge. That's the first kill. Stax picks up the other. And then Mako, getting gunned down actually by Anthem. It gives DFM a little bit more space, but how long can they hold this on? Because Foxy9 has his sights available. Stax with a bit of a lineup from the Shock Dart too. May still very much in the game. Just wants to go in to retrieve the spike. 15 seconds left, and he has to stick the plant. Oh.
He's going to get tagged, but can he get out of it? No! Stax follows him right through on the jump. Well, that's unlike Mako for sure.
But whatever it is, here's the next round. Dimensional Drift was deployed. Hunter's Fury and all the ults and utilities too. Foxy9 starting to feel the pressure, but he's still okay with the shorty. Pops up over onto the decoy, and May wins out the duel. Trades from Buzz though. Flashback still very much alive. Look at the movement. Support coming through, and he picks up the third kill. Medusa off of a bit of a lurk. Can't quite find all too much as he gets spotted out towards the end. Buzz.
Oh. Maybe that's the secret ingredient.
Maybe it's got to be whatever it is. Medusa definitely has a bit of aim as well. Off the lurks, off of May, the Guardian shots. Despite this being a half by DFM, they are still thorny. They are still ready to shoot through.
Should be able to go all the way to the plant. Now, Dimensional Drift available for Buzz, so there's some options. He's actually dug all the way deep with the gate crash as well.
Okay.
You can't read that one.
I love how he sends the Great Crash out towards mid as well, and then maybe he goes in for a bit of pressure play towards the back of A main.
Just wants to spot how many people are where. Wow. 2 in main flashes just to keep them tied up. Third and fourth. He's isolated. Oh, that's a good shot from Flashback.
What the heck? Incredible long-range duels. The Reckoning was saved for this moment. Tried to go in for that gate crash, but not quite in time. Mako, deeper position, has to hold it for his teammate. Unfortunately, Flashback drops down, so it comes down to the one-on-one, and May with the Guardian picks out 1, 2, 3, and to the 4. Snap.
That's a good move as well. Just note that Buzz spams that out, and then he gate crashes out, and it could have been bait for someone to peek in to Foxy9's operator.
Oh, Mako.
Yeah, but DFM plays it smart. They have no idea.
Oh, Mako. Oh, no. Uncharacteristic whip, but still the spray transfer just as good. Neth comes back in for that trade, finds yet another onto Foxy, but Buzz trades right back. Medusa gets the shot through mid, but then his position is revealed. Stax knows and wants to play around the pyramids. Comes back in to support Flashback. Owl Drone deployed. They knew where one player was, but not quite sure about Anthem. So it comes down to the gun duels. Oh, jump peaks and wall bangs. Medusa is coming up from behind. 8 rounds left in the mag. Stax tries to stick it halfway, but just left a little bit undetected. Medusa from map 3. May with the Dimensional Drift now, looking to initiate on towards B site, or at least create a bit of pressure once more. Medusa lurking out towards A main.
Oh, this is hard though. I mean, this is how they're trying to take up space elsewhere, but May's got to have an escape ready to go. It's too late. You spotted 2 members on opposite sides. What a risk.
Very, very risky. Everyone's all split up. Now you got Buzz, who took down Medusa.
If he gets more than 1 here.
Yeah.
I mean, then the round's over.
Okay, Cascade flashes through. Wow. Good play, but good shot and good flick away from Anthem as well. He dodged that flash like it's nothing. Just in time for that high tide 2 from Neth. And it keeps Stax at bay.
But they couldn't get Neth the plant, so no Reckoning available. Was only 1 point away. Well, this isn't something DRX has done too much of, but they're wary of it. They have enough people still left alive. 3 versus 3?
Unbelievable.
And the neural theft. You have to push out. You got to take this fight.
They are pinched. They are sandwiched in. Foxy9, if you don't take the fight against Flashback, Foxy9 is right on the other end. They held their ground, but it's not quite enough as Flashback. Unbelievable peaks.
A good pick out. I mean, that's enough time for backup to arrive from mid, and DRX knows this.
Hence, they are not pushing up front to retrieve the spike just yet. I'm more curious about Mako's positioning, though, as he wraps back up around. The high tide does block off quite a bit towards B main, though.
Good cyber cage from Flashback.
Stays in that thing. Knows that Neth is right around the corner. Oh, but past the toxic screen. As soon as it drops, though, picks off Cess. Neth right around a Rosie with that pillar. But Mako lands a shot. Too many targets.
And I don't think DRX would want to be in those shoes ever.
Definitely not. Which is why this performance so far has been good. Just clearing things out to check. They see that spy camera.
Spike
Shooting
planted.
things out. Medusa still trying to play around. Oh, he sneaks underneath the tripwire. Takes down Stacks. But the spike is still down.
Yeah, a little bit high on the tripwire, but at the end of the day, just trying to buy time here.
That's not bad. They just make sure that they can get numbers advantage.
The post plants are coming. The lineups from the snake bites. It's
Starting
already
to
on the
whiz
way.
through the air.
They need to push out.
Oh, they're running out of time. DFN, they're clinging off way too much. Outlaw still fires through. Trying to tap back into it. Buzz lands it through. Seth's trying to stick it. He's trying to make it go through, and Anthem will secure the frag on towards Buzz just for DRX.
This change is good from DFM. This time, they're stacking A. They're sticking with it. They want to take the fight to him.
Oh, but DRX is not going to give that fight too easily. What a flash, and then Stacks to peek off of it. Another flash now, and Buzz continuing to strafe wider than ever, than May could track. Onto the next. Oh, they're peeking one by one now. Will is not happy.
No, that's not why I'm not happy. That's crazy that Flashback hits it. I was scared that he was going to. Sure, he's expecting it, but he's backing up to stop when you're holding backwards and then break enough so that you can hit that clean shot. Sure, he misses the first one, but...
Point.
Oh, these two members sitting here is so risky, because if you go down, the round is instantly over. The double controllers stacked together.
Oh, they're kind of lined up for each other, too. I thought, like, if the crossfire might be better, but now it's going to have to be that Cove to bail them out. May able to get a good shot on towards mid, though, so that's not too bad. However, Halls has been compromised, and it's just a bit more pressure. Now they're thinking about it. But there is that gate crash sound, too. Foxy9 dives right in off of that, and there is space created.
Seth's just trying to make sure not everyone can come through. He's trying to tie them up as Medusa already near the entrance of Cave.
Mako sees it.
And Medusa's going to need to win that fight. He's going to wait for the main forces to start the attack.
Just to soften up the blow, artillery comes in.
Dimensional drift.
Flashes through. Seth able to get the first shot onto Foxy9, but Buzz, though, trades right back. May comes in as well. Mako just wanting to land that snake bite. It does buy a bit of time, but Medusa, like you mentioned, Will, striking from behind.
Everything here. I mean, look at the Cypher utility as well. It's just trying to cover their back all the way around.
Out of my way.
Oh boy. Flash plays take down Flashback, though. But here comes Foxy9 with the updraft.
Spotted. Yep, that's Sandra's Fury, and it's the choke point as well.
Allows for Foxy just to drift up clearly. Medusa, last one left, and Foxy9 already knows where he is. However, you've got Cess.
Yeah, he's just stationed here, but he has backup this time. They're already here. A double angle available. Foxy9 with a quick flick with the operator. Cleans up one.
Despite the good adjustments for DFM, long-range duels, and Foxy9 just loves to go and pick things apart. Now Angle swapped over towards yellow, or back towards the back of pyramids. It's going to be Medusa that falls next. The Viper's Pit, though, and Cess tries to defend it with his life. Able to do it for the time being up against Foxy, but here comes the Dimensional Drift.
I don't think he saw him.
Oh, no.
He's still looking for him.
Oh, but he sprays a little bit early. Mako gets the timing off of it. And now Buzz back into safety. 30 seconds left. It's a 2-on-2. You still got that Harness Rio on Anthem, though.
Yeah, Anthem just needs to try to wait. Unfortunately, Neth not in a great position. Reckoning was used as well way too early to try to keep Cess alive.
Waiting for a clear advantage before they push up front. They tapped it. Anthem goes in for the commitment. Mako
10 seconds
trying not to get spotted, but the beam does reveal his position. Now sticks to plan as he runs out of time. The recon reveals everything. DFM wall bangs themselves into lurking this time, though. Looking to make something happen towards B.
Yeah, because if they can get in, if they can get the plant, that's the pit.
Oh,
Way too wide of a swing away for the anti-flash.
What a play from Foxy. However, off of it, the follow-up just instantly traded by May. Now on to the next one. It's Flashback who tries to make things happen, stays alive long enough for Mako and Stacks to come in now.
The pit is going to go up.
Spike
It's a
planted.
1v2, but no, he's still waiting. Oh, they spot him first.
Just want to ensure that, okay, he is coming from arches.
Well, that and of course the drone as well, right? Make sure that the drone gets the spot all the way to the timer, so
Fair
good patience.
What is Medusa gonna do? Tries to wrap around the corners. Mako can play around so much. Viper's Pit is gonna drop pretty soon now, and Stacks has an angle. Recon up as well.
Oh, but he's running away so far, he gets one.
All right, surely Stacks plays for time. He knows how to make this happen.
Only 4 shots for Medusa.
Running out of time. Sticks it half, sticks it full.
Trying to
Stacks.
stick it all the way.
Stacks.
It's going to be the headshot from Stacks, 13-8. That Cyber Cage just could not stay up long enough.